this is Katie. I'm here today to show you how to set up your very own ePortfolio so that you can present the work that you finished in the ABE69 portfolio class. This is a class for high school 21 plus students that allows you to cover credits such as health, PE, occupational education, fine arts, Washington state history, and electives through your own projects. And we want you to be able to present your work through an ePortfolio in Canvas. As you can see, I'm logged into my Canvas account, which is where you'll need to go to do this. I have a bunch of courses set up on my home page, but I'm not actually going to touch any of these. I'm just going to go straight to Account on the top left and select ePortfolios. As you can see, I've already created a few ePortfolios, but if you've never done this before, you're just going to see a blank page, and you'll go to Create an ePortfolio. You'll need to give it a professional name so that it's easy to identify as yours and it's very clear what it's for. So that's what I'm doing here. And I am not going to select the Make It Public option. And I suggest that you also leave yours private because you only want people who have a good reason to view your material to have access. So after I've decided that, I'm going to click on Make ePortfolio. And it's going to take me to this screen. As you can see, it's reminding me that my ePortfolio is private. So in order to share it with the instructor, you'll have to copy this link. You can highlight it and then right-click to copy. And then you can paste the link into a message to your instructor. You can do that by going to the Canvas inbox and finding the course there, or by sending a regular email to your instructor. So make sure you do that early on, right after you've created your ePortfolio, so that it's really easy for your instructor to access it. Now this home page is a little bit busy. There's a lot of content here showing me all kinds of things from classes I've taken. So I'm just going to go to the actual ePortfolio, and as you can see, it's much cleaner here and easier to navigate, I think. You're going to need to create a section for each subject that you're working on in the class. And in order to do that, you'll click on Organize Sections. So when you think of a traditional portfolio, you might think of a folder or a binder that's organized with tabs or some other way to have sections that show your work. And that's exactly what we're doing here, but just in an online environment. So I'll click on Add Section. I'm just going to pretend that I'm doing all of these, but yours will probably be different. And done editing. Make sure you save everything as you go. So this is my home page. This is kind of like the welcome page for my whole portfolio. And some students like to personalize theirs. To do that, you can click on Edit This Page, and you can actually type text directly onto the page. And save. So then the text shows up right there. Now for most of your work in this class, you'll be saving documents that you will then upload to your ePortfolio. So let's say you want to add a picture to your front page. You'll click on Edit This Page again, and this time you'll select Image/File Upload, and it's going to give you an opportunity to browse for a file. So that file will need to be saved somewhere on your computer that you're using, or if you've brought a flash drive that you've put in the computer, then you'll be able to get to your files. I'm just going to choose a random picture that I have in my collection here and upload. For image files like JPEG, it's just going to show the picture right there. And if it's another file like PDF or a Word document, it's just going to show up as a link that you can click on the page. So this is my home page. And I'm going to do the exact same thing as I go through my pages. Now make sure that you're only uploading your final drafts of your work that have been approved by your instructor. So you're not submitting assignments in here for feedback. You're not putting all of your rough drafts in here. It's just the final copies that you want to show off at the end of the quarter that show that you've met the competencies for these different subject areas. So again, you'll just click on Edit this page, Image/File Upload, and browse for the file that you want to share. Make sure that you do this step each and every time for every file, because otherwise if you just click Browse over and over again in the same place, you're going to be copying over your last file, and we don't want that to happen. It takes a little bit of practice, but you're going to have a lot of support in this class, and as long as you have backup of all of your work, it's okay if it takes a couple of tries to get it right, because you know that the work is safe. It's just a matter of sharing it properly in your ePortfolio. So then you'll just click Save Page. I'm going to click Cancel because I haven't actually done anything here. So this is what it looks like. Just to recap, I've shown you how you can set up an ePortfolio in Canvas. I've shown you how you can make it private and how you can share the link with your instructor. And I've also shown you a bit about how to organize your portfolio into sections and how to add content to those sections. So I hope you have a lot of fun with this, and I really look forward to seeing what you present in your own ePortfolio. Thanks!